Hi all, welcome back to Coding World. Today in this video I am going to discuss URL shortening, which is one of the important concept of the system design. Usually you have seen that on your SMS you will able to see that you get a small URL, and if you click on that URL you will be redirected to the browser, and the browser will in browser it will open the full URL. So that is the URL shortening. Some people call it as a tiny URL. And today in this video we are going to see what is a and how to design that tiny URL. So first of all, I want to show you the basic idea, high level designing of the how it's actually work. Like what should be the mechanism behind this. So I will show you one picture. So if you see that the first short URL has been given, like tiny URL, and above that some code is there, that will be your tiny URL. And that tiny URL, when you click, that will open a long URL which is a below one, Amazon dot and the big number and some parameters. So this is the mapping between short URL and long URL. Like if you see in this diagram, high level designing, if you client send the short, if you client hit on your tiny URL, it will go to the tiny URL. Tiny URL will find out what is the long URL for your tiny URL, and it will permanently move to that long URL. Okay, so long URL is a, for that it will do the lookup into a map or in a DB, and that will be bring up and it will be moved to the long URL, and you will start seeing that long URL data. This is a basic high level designing of the tiny URL or URL shortening. So we will see each place in detail in next slide. So first, when your tiny URL hit to your backend, the tiny URL server, there should be some mapping mechanism. So in this video, in this image, you can able to see there is one table which has a ID which will increment whenever you insert a new record, and there is a two things. One is a key as a short URL and long URL. So if you see like this creating a short URL, you need a one code. Okay, that can be a hash code, and for that hash code we have to write a hash function. So there are many good hashing algorithms which gives a unique hash code for the content. So we can use that hash code also. I will tell you in this video we are mainly focusing on 32-bit hash code generator. Okay, so these are the hashing algorithms like a CR, C32, MD5, and SHH1. So these but when you pass a string or any value to this hash functions, it will return us some hash value. But if you see that, like if you Google or if you see somewhere, these algorithms returns hash code which has a length more than seven characters. So it will be again a long URL. You have to do some mechanism over that, and you have to find the shortest URL for that. If you see, like as I told, even the shortest hash map value from CRC32 is a too long, which is more than seven characters. How we can make it shorter? The first approach I will tell you that we will take a seven characters from that hash code, and we will attach a predefined string in front of or backend of that hash value. Okay, but if you I will show you data flow of or diagram of that hash collision. So if you start with the long URL, you will pass to the hash function. It will return a short URL. We will check that is it a duplicate or is it already present in our DB. So for that we will check if it is present. Then again we will attach some character or some string in front of at the postfix to the long URL, and we will return that long URL back, and it will come back to the hash function, and this then it will generate the short URL. This process will continuously repeating unless you will get the unique ID, unique short URL for your string, and then we will save to the DB. But if you see in this URL, you have a 1 DB operation, and that DB operation will cost to your design. And we there are many algorithms or techniques to uh, make this DB call less. Like we can use a Bloom filter to check that it is a present or not. Then you can use a cache mechanism to do the less looping. And but again, still this is a repeating process in one shot. It is not giving us a tiny URL. So we will go to our 32, 60, 60 base 64, 62-bit conversation, and with this we can achieve the uh, hashing. Okay, so unique hashing we can achieve with the base 32. If we have given a hash like value as long URL as a 1 5, sorry, this is ID. I will tell you like how we can solve this problem in next slide. I will tell you, but before that I will tell you how to create unique hash from unique ID. Okay, so in this 62-bit, if we get a unique ID as a 1175, and if we do the base 64 conversion, we will get a 2xn. This will be our final value, and this is a short also, and it is a fit. It is fit to our system design also. Like what we have decided that it should not be a more than 7 bits, and it should be the smaller. Okay, so if you take a 7 bits and 7 bits and 62 combination, it will be a round up of about 362 billion records. So okay, so this is a insane, and we it is sufficient to our system. Okay, so I will show you this deep URL shortening. So as we discussed, like first we will get a long URL. That long URL will check in a DB. If for that long URL we have a short URL, we will return that. If we have, if we don't have any tiny URL for that long URL, we will generate a unique ID. Unique ID, like in previous video, I have explained you how to create a unique URL with a Twitter Snowflow or other architectures. You can refer that. Okay, then we will, and from that design you can understand that how to create the unique ID from the Twitter Snowflow algorithm. Okay, so once we get a unique ID from that, we pass that unique ID to our 62-bit converter, and that 62-bit converter will give us short URL which is a 7 bit, and that 7 bit we will append to our will store into our DB, and that short URL we will return to the long URL. Okay, this is a uh, this is a flow chart how we each piece in this short URL works, in tiny URL works. You can I have given a link of that how to create a unique ID in our card. You can see at the right. Okay, so before jumping to this video, you can visit that URL, that video also, so you will get better idea about how to generate a unique ID. Okay, so let's check how, like, we have created the long URL, short URL from the long URL, and now we will jump to how this redirecting will work. So as we get the tiny URL, we hit that will go to the load balancer. Load balancer will pass that to your web servers, And from web server, if to make the DB call less time consuming, we have introduced a cache. If we found that value in a cache, we will return a tiny URL for a long URL for that tiny URL. If not found, we will do the DB query and will return to the user. And while returning, we will redirect to the that long URL by a 301 HTTP URL. So guys, that's it for the short URL shortening. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel for more such system design related videos. Thank you.